Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Speak Better podcast. I'm Lewis, and I'm happy to be with you today. This episode is special. It's not only about learning English, it's about how to keep going, even when you feel tired. It's about how to stay motivated, even when it's hard. I want you to feel calm. I want you to feel supported, and I want to help you remember why you started this journey. Take a breath, sit down, relax your shoulders. This is your time to listen, to learn, and to feel better. Many students begin learning English with excitement. You buy a notebook, you download an app, you say, "This time I will study every day." Maybe for 1 week or 2 weeks you feel strong, but then something changes. You feel tired, you miss 1 day, then 2, then you stop. You tell yourself, "I will start again next week." But next week becomes next month, and your motivation disappears. My friends, have you ever felt like this? You are not alone. So many learners feel this way. It's very common, and it does not mean you are lazy. It does not mean you are bad at languages. It means something important. You are human. You see, motivation is like energy. It comes and it goes. One day, you feel ready to study. Another day, you feel slow and quiet. That's okay. That's normal. No one feels strong every day. Even I don't feel strong every day. But there is something we can do. We can learn to stay connected to our why. What does that mean? It means remembering the real reason you want to speak English. Not the book, not the app, not the grammar, but the deep reason. The reason in your heart. The reason that gives meaning to your learning. Let's stop here for a moment. Let me ask you a question. Why are you learning English? Why is this important for you? Maybe it's for work. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to study in another country. Maybe you want to understand movies. Or maybe you just want to feel more confident. All of these are good reasons, but you must know your reason, your own reason. Because when the days feel long, when English feels difficult, your why gives you power. If you don't know your why, you stop easily. But if your why is strong, you continue, even on bad days. Look at this idea with me. Imagine two students. Student A says, "I study English because I have to." Student B says, "I study English because I want to speak with people from other countries." Now, who do you think will keep going longer? Probably student B, because want is stronger than have to. Desire is stronger than pressure. Let's be honest. Many of us learn English because someone told us to. A teacher, a boss, a school. That can be a start, but it's not enough. You must choose to learn. You must feel it inside you. That's where real motivation comes from. So, take a moment today. Write your reason on paper. Put it where you can see it. Every time you feel tired, look at that reason. Read it slowly. Feel it again. That small action can help you come back. Come back to your path. Come back to your why. All right. In the next part, we'll talk about how to make learning English easier and more enjoyable. Because learning should not feel like punishment. It should feel like progress, like something that is part of you. Let's talk about something very important, my friends. How can we make learning English feel easier? How can we enjoy the process, not fear it? Because honestly, many learners feel stress when they study. They think, I must be perfect. They say, I can't make mistakes. They try to remember every rule, every word, every sound, and then their mind feels full. Their heart feels tired. That is not the best way. Learning English should not be heavy. It should feel light. It should feel clear. It should feel human. So, what can we do? How can we learn English in a better way? Let's walk through this idea together. First, change the way you look at mistakes. Mistakes are not bad. They are part of learning. In fact, they are proof that you are learning. Think about a baby. A baby learns to walk by falling many times. But we never say, this baby is bad at walking. No, we smile. We say, good job, try again. It's the same with language. You will say the wrong word. You will forget a sentence. You will feel nervous sometimes. But all of this is okay. You are not doing something wrong. You are doing something brave. Can you imagine how much courage it takes to speak a new language? You are doing something many people are afraid to do. That is powerful. So be kind to yourself. If you make a mistake, smile. Laugh if you can. Then try again. Every mistake is a step forward. Every small try is a win. Second, make English part of your life. Don't study only from books. Use English in fun, real ways. Watch a short video in English. Listen to a podcast like this one. Sing a song. Write a small message to a friend. Read a comic. These small actions help you grow without pressure. It's not about studying for hours. It's about touching English every day. Just a little bit, even 5 or 10 minutes is enough. What matters is that you come back again and again. And remember, it's better to do a little every day than a lot one day and then nothing. Think of your English like a small plant. It needs water often. Not too much, but not too little. Just a little bit, again and again. That's how it grows. Third, find ways to connect English to things you love. If you like cooking, watch cooking videos in English. If you enjoy sports, read sports news in English. If you like music, translate the lyrics of your favorite songs. When you connect English to your passions, it becomes more enjoyable. It becomes personal. You don't have to follow someone else's method. You don't need the perfect course. What you need is something that makes you feel alive. Something that makes you say, yes, I want to keep going. And one more thing. Please don't compare yourself to others. Some people learn fast. Some learn slowly. That's okay. Everyone is different. This is your journey, your speed, your progress. If someone speaks better than you, that's fine. Be happy for them. And be proud of yourself too. Because you are also growing. You are also trying. And that matters a lot. Now take a breath. You are doing better than you think. You are here, listening, learning, and not giving up. That already makes you strong. In the next part, we'll talk about habits. How to build simple daily habits that support your learning without stress. Habits that work even on days when you don't feel motivated. Now, let's talk about habits. Good habits can help you stay on your English journey, even when you feel tired, even when you don't feel strong. Because here's the truth, my friends. Motivation is not always with us. Some days you feel excited, some days you don't. But a good habit? It stays. It helps you keep going even when motivation disappears. Let me explain this slowly. A habit is something small you do again and again, not one big action, not something perfect, just something simple and regular. For example, you wake up and brush your teeth. You don't think too much. You just do it. That's a habit. Now imagine if learning English could feel like that. Easy, normal, part of your life. So how do we build good English habits? Start very small, really small. I mean it. Maybe you listen to English for 5 minutes each day. Maybe you read one short paragraph. Maybe you write one sentence in your notebook. That's enough. Because the goal is not to do a lot. The goal is to keep coming back. When you do a little every day, your brain starts to expect it. It feels natural. You stop thinking, should I study today? You just do it. And that's powerful. Some learners wait for the perfect moment to study. They say, I need more time, or I need to feel ready. But often, that perfect moment never comes. Life gets busy, energy goes down, and learning stops. But when you build a habit, you don't need perfect conditions. You just need a plan, a small plan. Try this. Choose one small thing you will do each day. One thing that takes less than 10 minutes. It could be listening to this podcast. It could be reading 2 pages. It could be repeating 5 new words. Then do it at the same time each day. Morning, afternoon, or night. You choose. But keep the time the same. That helps your brain remember. And don't worry if you miss one day. That's okay. Just come back the next day. The habit is not broken. You are still on the path. Also, make the habit easy to start. Keep your notebook on the table. Keep your podcast app open. Keep a list of videos ready. Remove the hard steps. Make it easy to begin. And here's a tip that works very well. Connect your English habit to something you already do. For example, listen to English while you drink your morning coffee, or while you walk, or before you go to bed. That's called habit stacking. One habit supports another. Remember, it's better to do 5 minutes every day than 1 hour once a week. Slow and steady wins the race. It really does. And don't forget to notice your progress. After 1 week, look back. Say to yourself, I did it. I showed up. That's a victory. After 1 month, your small habit becomes part of who you are. My friends, small steps are the secret. Not fast steps, not perfect steps, just small, real, human steps. That's how you build a strong English practice. That's how you keep your motivation alive. In the next part, we'll explore the most important mindset for English learners, how to think in a way that helps you grow, not stop. Let's talk about your mindset. Your mindset is how you think about learning, how you talk to yourself when things feel hard. And honestly, this is one of the most important parts of learning English, because sometimes the biggest problem is not grammar. It's not vocabulary. It's the voice in your head. You know that voice. The one that says, I'm too slow, or I can't do this, or I'll never speak like a native. That voice feels real, but most of the time it's not true. It's just fear, and fear is not a good teacher. So how can we change that voice? How can we grow a mindset that helps us, not stops us? Start with simple words. Words you say to yourself, words that feel kind, words that support your effort. Instead of saying, I'm bad at English, try saying, I'm learning English. Instead of, I always make mistakes, try, I learn through my mistakes. Instead of, I can't speak, try, I'm still learning to speak. These changes look small, but they are big because they change how you feel inside. And when you feel better, you learn better. You see, your brain listens to your words. If you speak with kindness, your brain feels safe. And when it feels safe, it learns more. But if you speak with pressure or shame, learning becomes slow and heavy. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt afraid to speak English? Have you stayed quiet even when you wanted to say something? Many people feel that, and it's not because they don't know English, it's because they feel afraid to look wrong, or to sound silly, or to be judged. But here's the truth. Every English speaker, even native speakers, makes mistakes, all of them. And you? You are learning a new language. That takes courage. That deserves respect. So when you speak English, don't wait to feel perfect. Speak with your accent. Speak with mistakes. Speak with pauses. Because that is how fluency is born, not from perfection, but from practice. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to grow, to express yourself, to connect with others. Also, please don't think you are too old, or too slow, or too late. That idea is false. Language is for everyone, at every age, at every level. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Learning, trying, showing up. That is success. That is enough. Walk with me through this idea. Progress is not always fast, but slow progress is still progress. One word today, one sentence tomorrow. That is how a strong learner is built. If you fall, stand up. If you forget, try again. If you feel tired, rest, but don't quit. Say this to yourself, I can learn. I am growing. My English is improving every day. In the final part of this episode, we will talk about what to do when you feel like giving up, and how to return to your path with hope. Let's finish this episode with something simple, something true, something I hope you remember, even after this podcast ends. There will be days when you don't feel strong, days when English feels too hard, days when you want to stop. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you are weak. It means you are human. It means you care. It means you are doing something that matters. Because learning a language is not just about words, it's about you. It's about becoming more open, more brave, more connected. So, when you feel lost, go back to your why. When you feel tired, do one small thing. When you feel afraid, speak anyway. When you feel stuck, remember, progress is not always visible, but it's still happening. You are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience, from everything you have already tried, from every moment you showed up, even when it was hard. And you are not alone. There are many people around the world, just like you, learning English, listening slowly, making mistakes, trying again. You are part of that community. And here, in this podcast, I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel seen. I want you to feel proud of every step you take. So take a breath right now. Inhale slowly. Exhale gently. You're doing great. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fast. You just need to keep going. And if you stopped before, that's okay. You can always begin again. Today is a good day to begin. Because your voice matters, your ideas matter, and the world needs your English. Not perfect English, but your English. So my friends, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for not giving up. Until next time, keep practicing, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself. You are doing better than you think. Bye for now.